So it gives me great pleasure to give a short speech in support of Mr. Donald Trump, one of the greatest presidents that the US has ever seen, and over the past 4 years he has given America something new. Starting with his slogan, the MAGA, Make America Great Again, he rekindled the spirit of patriotism in the United States. Not only that, but he actually managed to kickstart the economy and to ensure that one of the greatest periods of prosperity in the USA since the Second World War, or even in human history. He managed to do that. The other issue for which Trump will be known, and he will go down for that in history, is that he gave a voice to the voiceless, to so-called middle America, the people that they also call flyover America, those that don't count within the media and within the Washington establishment, the people in the Midwest, in all those cities that you never see on television, because as we know, the United States is governed from the East Coast and the West Coast. It's middle America does not count, and he gave those people a voice, and their concerns for the first time became national concerns. And then and this of course enraged the left, that he should dare to actually speak on behalf of those people who normally we don't take much cognizance of in the media. And therefore he became at once very popular, but also very unpopular in the mainstream media. He took the whole battle to the media by means of Twitter and other social media platforms. He also spoke out against censorship. Trump is the one president who managed to actually celebrate the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. He tried to defend censorship against all the high-tech companies, the big tech companies such as Google, Twitter, Facebook, and others who are trying to censor us, who are trying to actually, we are on the verge of a kind of a Big Brother world as described in the novels of George Orwell, where everything that we read and know will be determined by major corporations. If you Google something on the internet these days, you will only get what Google wants you to know. And he pronounced himself against that. He became also somebody who defended the borders of America. That was also one of his issues for which he was vilified by the media and by the left. The fact that he wanted to build the wall on the Mexican border. He realized that the current population of America, both white and black, are under threat of actually losing their sovereignty through immigration and through illegal immigration as well. And if Biden had to take over, he would immediately legalize 12 to 15 million illegal immigrants in the country and ensure a democratic majority into perpetuity. So what is playing out on Tuesday is not only the fate of the USA, but the fate of the Western world as we know it. It's almost, those of you who saw the movie Lord of the Rings, there's that famous episode where they decide to resist the orcs who are threatening them and threatening to take over their castle. And one of the leaders says, men of the West will stand up and fight. And that's Trump's message. That has been his message for the past 4 years, and that's the message that we should take into the future. regardless of whether he wins or not. But we pray to God that he will win on Tuesday so that we can take this fight further, because it's so important that we resist these dark forces that are threatening to overcome all of the Western countries, including South Africa and Europe. In France, where I used to live for a while, people's heads are being cut off, they are being stabbed in churches. There's a whole attack which is even acknowledged by the left-wing government of France, that they are under threat, that there is a civilizational war going on in that country and in Europe generally, and of course in the United States. So our destiny is being played out today in this election, and it reminds me almost of 1453 when the old Constantinople was taken over by the invaders from the south to become the present Istanbul, which is a Muslim country. And we know that there's been a long, centuries old, even millennia old conflict between Islam and the West. So what's playing out currently, what's going down on Tuesday, is like the battle of the 1450s, which would determine the future for entire swathes of planet Earth. So, Donald Trump, you're our hero here in South Africa, and we are rooting for you on Tuesday. God bless you, and may you win.
Viva Donald Trump! Viva! Viva Donald Trump! Viva! Viva Donald Trump! Viva!